But I had a mental issue in July, and I ended up having like a freak out kind of like spam DM like crazy thing against him, and obviously that really
ended up on a stream.
Bothered him. Yeah. So that was really the main thing there. I'm sure Nick in his videos, I think he has a video called like Why I Hate Bowblax. I haven't watched it, but I'm sure he'll explain in depth why he doesn't like me or whatever. But that was basically the catalyst to it, and I think the overall vibe I get from him is he just felt like I was being crazy and he couldn't deal with it.
I was talking about this for a while. You know what? Real quick, let me show this to you. People were talking about Bowblax getting a 1 out of 10. The Alex subject for me has not been a real monetization boon. I've been covering this because I'm interested in it. Like, if you go look at YouTube channels, even the big guys, I'm seeing like 500K, 1.2 million on a Jay Aubrey video is not even that good for him, right? These videos aren't getting views, which is all the more insane to watch Bowblax get a 1 out of 10 on his Billy Mitchell, Carl Jobst video. But the 1 out of 10, if you actually take a look at the statistics here, is 8,000 views in 11 hours. Now, I've been telling you my views are down recently, so my net view count is down. And a 2 out of 10 for me was getting 15,000 views in 5 hours. And this is on my Slop VOD channel. Okay, this is not edited content. I'm not putting much effort into this. And you can see here, not only is my impression rate down on a 2 out of 10, this isn't even considered good viewership for the channel. It's considered like average viewership for the channel. So that's just to tell you how bad things have gotten over at Bowblax, that getting 8,000 views in 11 hours is a statistical anomaly, saying more people have been watching this video. So I just wanted to open up and talk about like the state of Bowblax's channel. I did see one more tweet that I didn't pull up this time, and I'll grab it later, but it was talking about how Bowblax set out for 2025 to be the year of the Mayo monkey, all right? Forget whatever lizard or whatever Chinese New Year surprise was labeled the animal of the year, right? Our good pal Bowblax was naming this the year of the Mayo monkey. So this was supposed to be, I guess, the Chinese calendar animal. Well, we're going to learn some stuff tonight. And I tell you guys every time I cover Bowblax that this is the last segment I'm going to do on Bowblax until the next segment I do on Bowblax. But in this case, I've waited quite a while and archived a bunch of different stuff that you guys might find interesting. There's a lot to go over. But first, hey everyone, you know how sometimes a scent can instantly transport you to a different time or place? Like whenever I smell fresh pine, for example, I'm back at my childhood cabin just soaking in the beauty of nature. Well, this month I've been diving deep into some amazing fragrances that can do just that with the help of today's channel sponsor, Scentbird. They offer a monthly subscription that lets you explore over 900 authentic designer and niche fragrances. Each month you receive an 8 milliliter vial, providing about 120 sprays. That's plenty to test how the scent works for you in various situations. This month I tried Mitchell Germain's Sexual Steel and Drift's Open Road. Scentbird has convenient packaging and delivery. Say you're, I don't know, moving a lot. Well, Scentbird allows their convenient carry sizes to be delivered right to your door. These are 30-day supplies, mind you. We've all got bills piling up. Some of us have mortgage payments. Thankfully, Scentbird is super affordable. Now, if you're like me and sometimes struggling with where and how to apply your fragrance, here's a quick tip. Always aim for the pulse points. That's your wrist, behind your ears, even below your collarbone. A little spritz here and there, and you'll not only smell great, but also have that scent last longer throughout the day. If you're eager to try something new, I've got a pretty great deal to share with you. You can get 55% off your first month if you use my promo code DeOrio or scan the QR code on screen. That's just $8, and your next subscription will be $16.95. It's a great way to explore and find your signature scent without breaking the bank. Trust me, you won't regret it. Just remember, code DeOrio is the key to unlocking this great deal. Let me know in the comments what scent you think would fit your style, or if you've tried any of these fragrances. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep those scents fresh. Recently, we're not going to watch the whole thing, Internet Anarchist has put together a video cataloging like Bowblax's history, right? And this caused a bit of drama. This is the first first time, I think nearly 700,000 people are probably learning about who Bowblax is, right? That is a fucking violent thumbnail right there. Holy shit. Life ruined, chat. Life ruined. Internet anarchist. There are people here who probably have never even seen his YouTube. Uh-oh, chat. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. A video essay about an awful individual I've never heard of. My favorite. Bro had the simplest job of just reading tweets, and he somehow fumbled it. So we're going to take a little look at this. There's a reason why we're checking this out right now, but we will take a little bit of
Bowblax wasn't in the best shape emotionally.
It's a great way to... This is like, I picked these like timestamps specifically for a reason.
And lacked access to a community that would give him
his lactic acid of the community.
Validation or respect he craved. This led
my favorite part of this video, and it's super underrated if you haven't seen it. Again, it's one of those more summary retrospective videos. If you don't like Willie's videos, you're not going to like these. But I like how he takes Bowblax and makes little 3D fucking things of him in random locations. It brings me joy to see him like in an evidence room, like in 3 dimensions, moving around. It's very funny.
Bowblax to fixate on the quickest source of validation available to him: Twitter likes. Around July 2024, Bowblax tried to virtue signal on Twitter with a post that read,
"Non-binary people are badass, by the way, and valid."
"Non-binary people are badass and valid."
Dude, everyone used to look at his fucking boilerplate politics tweets. And again, there's nothing wrong with this statement. It's just like, Bowblax would tweet once a month, like, hey, here's an hot take, guys. Here's like an extremely accepted argument in like... that I have no other context to this other, like, he's literally the personification of the end of a conversation with a bread tuber where they turn to you and go, "Can we get a trans rights? Chat, can we get a trans rights?" Like right at the end of the conversation. That's what it felt like interacting with Bowblax on a daily basis. Like, I gotta go out of my way to get this, dude.
By the way, to which Turkey Tom replies, "Thank God you chimed in."
Like, it felt like every time you talk to Bowblax, it feels like you're talking to Xander Hall on stream. You've got a gun to your head, and you get the, can we get a trans rights, dude? Can you say trans rights?
Under normal circumstances, that would have been the end of the conversation. But Bowblax couldn't handle the fact that people weren't taking him seriously.
I can't believe that this turned into like a whole rant about how Destiny is evil. Like this minor interaction. It's like, Destiny is evil. I hate him. I run the commentary community. I'm crazy.
The end of the conversation. But Bowblax couldn't handle the fact that people weren't taking him seriously, and responded with, "Okay bro, I just wanted to say something I was thinking." Like tweeting, "I love pineapple on pizza. I'm not trying to virtual signal. Sucks that I can't compliment something without it becoming a big..."
You could still see John Swan in this editing. I know it's a lot of Sunny V2 inspired content these days, but you could still kind of see the impact John had on these videos.
Deal, because it's politically and socially divisive. Overcome with embarrassment, Bowblax immediately deleted the thread, but
overcome with embarrassment.
It was archived just as quickly
by
the user Alex Gekmo.
Yo!
However, the archives were strangely taken down some time later. This entire interaction would have gone completely unnoticed.
The Reaper gets his credit
if Alex had not provided some behind-the-scenes context on why the post was taken down. A month or so ago, Bowblax went on a schizo rampage in my DMs, begging me to delete the tweet I am quoting here. After I obviously stood my ground, he got super aggressive. When that didn't work, he just started rambling in my DMs until I stopped responding. Looking at their DMs, Bowblax attempted to use mental illness as an excuse to manipulate Alex into removing his archive.
It's so interesting to go back and watch stuff like this, just to kind of see how it played out for like the normie audience. Because like living this and then creating this content, you don't actually really get to sit back and watch this kind of thing. But I hope this is a good refresher for how we got here.
Please delete the tweets. Sorry to ask, but I've legit had a mental break. Sorry for the trouble. I know it sounds gay, but I do legit need a mental refresh, and I'm gonna touch grass for a week. Even though Alex tried to explain the tweets were harmless and suppressing them would only cause problems, Bowblax still demanded that they'd be taken down. Reading, "So you just lied when you said you'd delete shit about me if I said I was going through it? You can't just do that and expect me to respect you."
Like, why are you talking to some random shitter chatter? Again, no offense to Alex, but like, this kept happening. Dude, Augie's community constantly gets in trouble for being super like malicious and attacking and like Kiwi Farms Jr. and stuff. But I mean, all of these guys knew that Bowblax was non-binary. All these people knew that Bowblax was mentally ill. All these people knew that Bowblax, today we're going to find out, has allegedly had his house foreclosed. All right. And it's like pulling teeth to get them to leak anything. So I don't know. Dude, there's like communities worth of chatters who have like, I guess like more morality than some streamers.
I also said no offense, you pussy. As if that wasn't bad enough, Bowblax blocked Alex even after he gave in to his aggressive demands, and listened to his endless excuses of going through a mental crisis from other parts of his life. For someone that built his entire brand on archiving tweets like this, Bowblax was very quick to hide information
look
that
at
painted
this
him in a
animation,
bad light.
bro.
Before the community could
Dude, this guy's in the tweet archiving room,
properly
bro.
criticize Bowblax for his hypocritical DMs with Alex, another controversy involving him was about to take shape, adding even more fuel to the fire. A few hours earlier, one of Bowblax's tweets about a situation involving the creator King of Nothing earned him a few harsh but honest words from Nicholas.
I think Sonic Josh tried to run defense for it. Dude, if I knew this random little end of stream blurb would have led to Bowblax getting evicted from his house, dude. Holy shit. This random end of stream, didn't even think about it, gives him a little jab on the shoulder, led to Bowblax doing pornography.
And he's like, well, actually, this own gets kind of ruined when you notice that King of Nothing has double the likes.
And it's like, my video has more likes. My video has tons of likes. It's like, it's so obvious he's just parroting again. Listen, I get it. Josh likes to both sides, like every controversy or whatever, just to try to like check in and make sure everyone knows they're friends and stuff. But we all know whichever one of us slights you first, you're going to spend the next 6 months on stream talking shit about. So why don't we just speed that process up a little bit? I don't know. I don't know. What are we running defense for him on Twitter and tell me everything he says in private, or what are we doing here? Like, what side are we on? Are we picking a side? I don't know.
Despite Bowblax's two-faced attitude, Nicholas didn't think it was anything worth condemning him over, and simply wanted him to be better.
I have no intention of cutting Josh off. It's so fucking psychotic to see a video, man. But I think you guys understand what we're doing here. So this is the Bowblax situation. We cover this a lot. It's heavily archived on the channel. All the videos are still up. You can watch them at your discretion.
Appreciated the shout out.
This should just be a run-of-the-mill video, right? 38 minutes talking about Bowblax and all the stuff that happened to him, comes out to a new audience. Surely it's really not that big of a deal, right? Surely it's not that big of a deal. So anyways, he tweeted out his medical records. That's not a joke. In response to the video we just watched as a little introductory tidbit to the segment, he tweeted out his medical records. Yeah, 2025 gave us Bowblax's medical records before we got Boogie. Since I'm once again being accused of lying about my mental health episode from last summer in Internet Anarchist's new video, here is the proof. Almost everything else talked about in that video is from 5 years ago. My over emotional moments from those past streams is why I thought I had BPD. Yes, I have shitty tendencies, but I think the last 4 years prior to the summer proves I am not someone who screams in rage when I feel like I'm misunderstood anymore, which is not true. Bowblax is... dude, Bowblax... People didn't want to argue with Bowblax because he just fucking like... dude, he's like a debate rapist. That's what he is. Bowblax is a debate rapist who will fucking like emotionally blackmail you into agreeing to disagree. That's what it feels like. He just sits there and loops you 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 until you're just like, fine, Bowblax, I agree to disagree. And then you're like, oh, okay, good. Neither of us lost. Yeah, he's like a debate rapist. Yeah, I have shitty tendencies, but I think the last 4 years and this prior to the summer proves I'm not someone who screams in rage like a child when I feel misunderstood anymore. Again, this really doesn't help because Bowblax was most notable for doing Mayo Monkey, screeching like a monkey. Literally, that's I'm assuming that's partially why the channel was named that, right? All of Bowblax's relevant clips post Twitterverses were him screaming at somebody, freaking out, or doing it in jest. But at some point, it turned into like not ironic anymore. I still think a lot of what was shown in the video is misinterpretation. Of course you do. It's about you. And I wish Internet Anarchist reached out to get my side of those situations, like he did with me when he was making a video on Pokemon. But obviously, he has no obligation to do that. If you think it would be helpful, I can make a response video. But as said in an Internet Anarchist video, this will probably be seen as deflecting or a disingenuous response to save my channel. So I don't know if it's worth making a response beyond this tweet. Yet he attaches all of his medical record, like his medical, like the places he had gone for health visits. So in July, he had a health visit for psychiatry, fucking health visit again, emergency medicine, and then he went to the hospital in Abbotsford. I don't know why we needed to know the location of this. And then again in August 5th, he did the same thing. So I'm just like, Okay. Yeah, this is another one of those examples where you take the picture and go, hey, I'm like a fucking loser. Here's a bunch of embarrassing information. Please don't use it to bully me. And to make matters worse, he also posted like the dictionary definition of what fucking quetiapine is. It's like a disease for it's a disease. It's a fucking medicine used to treat schizophrenia. So if things weren't funny enough, Bowblax posted his medical records and then posted that he's taking drugs that schizophrenics use. Which is fantastic. This is just, why would he even consider responding? Because he's a lol cow. That's exactly why. It literally proves nothing. So it's used to treat schizophrenia in adults and children who are at least 13 years old. Now, again, I don't even think he claims to pretend he has schizophrenia, but I assume it's here because of the mania, all right? He's treating episodes of mania or depression in patients with bipolar personality disorder. It seems like this casts a wide net. That's what I'm getting here. He gave us a fucking definition for what this actually is, and it seems to hit just everything. It's a Sonic Mania. He's got Sonic Mania, chat. All right. So that was like the first little Bowblax tidbit, but in and of itself, this is not enough to make a segment on, right? There's obviously not enough here. It's embarrassing, sure, but a lot of stuff Bowblax does is embarrassing. Then he did this interview that's titled "Extremely Unsatisfying Conversation with Purple Pepsi Gaming," and it is anything but extremely unsatisfying. I don't think anyone has watched this because it has 745 views, but I have now, and this clip is fucking nuclear.
You know, I don't know. It's fine. I can get work done.
How much money? How much money do you spend on weed? How much money do you spend on weed?
I don't know if he's trying to calculate it in his head because the number is so astronomically high, or if he genuinely is trying to figure out what a reasonable amount is so he can lie effectively.
A year? Let me think about it.
He probably buys one Tesla Model 3 worth of weed every month.
Okay, a month.
Why would he answer this? Because he's a lol cow.
Probably about like... Wait, 50 times, it's like about 50 a month probably, or like $30 a month Canadian.
All right, how many hours do you...
Dude, it took him that long to come up with $50 per month, okay? 50 times 12 is $600, dude. There's no way you spend $600 on fucking weed per year. I don't believe you.
You think you waste on weed?
I don't believe that at all whatsoever. I think he was trying to figure out what an acceptable number would be.
Oh, like hours that I'm high a day, or
how is this going to correlate?
Okay, well I can't do it per day because I'm not high every day.
A week.
How many?
Is he going to ask how many hours are in a week?
A week, maybe like 6 hours max or less.
6 hours. You're just throwing
so
6
Bowblax.
hours.
So that means that Bowblax is like a rage sped who is literally doing a shitload. Like every time he smokes weed, he just happened to blow up another part of his career. That means he never smoked weed and just had a normal night. If he only smoked for 6 hours of a fucking week or whatever, that means in those 6 hours, he did as much reputational damage as he possibly could every single time he got high. I don't believe this. No.
Wait.
Yeah, it's usually toward the end of the day that, I mean...
Throwing 6 hours a week away, you can't afford a mortgage and you're just throwing 6 hours a week away.
Oh, God, dude. And then he hits him with that question, bro.
Cumulatively, yes. Wait, I can't afford a mortgage, what?
Oh, no, dude. Oh, dear.
I thought you were getting support from your parents or whatever to afford it. Doesn't really count.
No, I wasn't. That's another weird lie that I...
was it Aiden lied? Aiden made that up? Okay.
Oh. Yeah, no, that never happened.
So you didn't, like, tell your parents, say that your parents didn't love you because they stopped paying your mortgage? That's all made up?
Dude, what are you doing here, bro? What are you doing here?
Tell your parents, say that your parents didn't love you because they stopped paying your mortgage? That's all made up?
Wait, no... Wait... That's like half made up.
That's
I was upset at VidCon and broke down and said that my parents didn't love me, but
get out of the call! Get out of the call!
that had nothing to do with like mortgage or financial issues at all.
What?
I mentioned to Aiden in a private call that I told him not to discuss or leak that I was in a legal dispute with my mother, but that's
Okay, so then he comes on and tells the internet that he's in a legal dispute with his mother. So that's awesome. That's great.
but that's it. Those are the only two like things that I can think of that would besides that
Oh.
anything else is made up.
Right. Okay. Well, that's fair. And I thought that you were like in severe financial.
Yeah,
dire
and
straits.
That would suck if Bowblax was in severe financial issues at February of 2020. Well, actually, this is literally the day before March, right? This is the day before March 1st.
People did think that. That's why I made like the tweet I think yesterday, where I was like, "Hey, I'm cool, I'm safe, like chill." 'Cause
So anyways, Bowblax is allegedly having his house foreclosed. I know this might come as a shock to you based off the previous segment. But yeah, like a solid month later, we've now got information that means that Bowblax might be losing his house. Here's my extremely censored cut of the document. And as you can see here, we just showed it, right? On February 28th, Bowblax said he's fine and he has no money problems. On March 4th, this document was filed with Bowblax versus the Toronto Dominion Bank. So that's, level of court, supreme, class court, foreclosure, initial documents, petitioning to the court. So this is very early. We don't know for a matter of fact if he's losing his house yet. This seems like it's just begun. Certificate pending litigation, affidavit, electric filing, statement supreme, petition to the court. So obviously something has gone horribly wrong.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
And all these documents were taken. They're all public.
From under him.
Nobody did any illegal shit to get access to these. But yeah, this is, I mean, I've known about this now for like 3 weeks. And it's just like, I didn't really know why it needed to stay lock and key. I've sat on here many a times and whipped up a fucking legal document and started reviewing it on stream. I mean, I've gone in and I've extra censored it, but I don't really see the problem with talking about stuff like this. In fact, I did have a conversation with Aiden, who supposedly leaked it, so I figured I would leak all of his DMs. And Aiden reached out to me specifically saying, "Did Bowblax lose his house?" And my response to him yesterday was, "That's preposterous. Why would you ask such an absurd question?" And then Aiden said, "You're retarded. Tell me what you know. I won't leak." And then I said, "I know nothing." And then Aiden said, "Well, I have very serious intel suggesting this is the case." So I said to Aiden, "This would literally be public record if it was the case. One could simply Google it." And then Aiden said, "In Canada?" And I said, "There might even be viewable documents associated with it." And then he said, "I don't know if they publicize cases the same way they do here." So then I said, "There may even be viewable documents." And he goes, "I don't know if they publicize cases the same way we do." And then I said, "Of the related court proceedings."
Slimy Weasley fuck.
Aiden goes, "Lol, what?" So I followed this message up with, next to the lawsuit with his mother that he told us about on the website, but that's purely speculation and has no basis in the real world. But if something like this did exist, it would be easily verifiable. Like, if something like this actually existed, it would probably look something like this. I created this lifelike mock-up by hand with an Apple Pencil. In this case, a young Oriental boy named Oshua would be going through a court case regarding foreclosure. And then he goes, "Holy fuck, dude, I don't know if I should feel bad or what. It is his own shit. It's his own doing, but holy shit." And then I said, "My heart goes down to Oshua, but I don't even know who he is." As you can see here in the picture, Oshua's home is being foreclosed. And then he goes, "I've never seen anyone hit rock bottom so hard. Why don't you just give him $2,000, you piece of shit?" And I said, "Lol." And to that I said, "Lol." Anyways, obviously, fucking beating around the bush here. This is a screenshot that was sent to me. I went through and I did some more censoring and read. But yeah, this is the Toronto Dominion Bank or whatever. Bowblax's name is known in public. I probably should have gotten that as well, but oops. You win some, you lose some. That was unintentional, but yeah, that is all fucking insane. Now, during this whole situation, it is public already, yeah. During this whole situation, Bowblax had a lot to say. This was his first statement regarding the incident.
I'm honestly a little bit disappointed in the roster of Mario Kart World because
Yeah, this is gonna be a long segment.
it's like Coin isn't playable. Coin in Mario, that little guy, he spins, he's so beautiful, so shiny, so little perfect.
Why is he doing this to us? Just shave the facial hair. It's just not good. I understand the gender identity thing. Not trying to knock that. But the facial hair is just... It reminds me of when Pro Syndicate was trying to grow his beard like 11 years ago. But Bowblax is in a forever war with his fucking facial hair. And it's been like this for like too long, dude. It's been like this for too long.
Little yellow gold thing, I want to see him zooming across the track. And Nintendo's just like, nope. Moo Moo Meadows cow, dolphin, skeleton fish from New Super Mario Bros. U. Yo, where?
Again, I can't stress enough to you that Bowblax is allegedly having his home foreclosed during this incident.
Slimy Weasley.
Yo! Who sent you the screenshot?
Screenshot, Nicholas.
I'm actually in the group chat on an alternate account, and I won't tell you which one I am, but one of your friends isn't actually your friends, and it's me. Anyway, Bowblax did finally address it when he said, "This might be the first Nintendo console that I'm not getting at launch because of the price. There is a ton of Switch and non-Switch games that I need to finish, and I don't have a burning desire to play Mario Kart the second it comes out." Again, this is all like happening at once. Like the internet is finding out that Bowblax's house is allegedly getting foreclosed, and he's currently actively on Twitter disputing that the Nintendo Switch costs $700 in Canada, dude. He is just firing off tweet after tweet after tweet about not being able to afford a Nintendo Switch. And then like this hits the feed. It's just actually like, I got shell shocked, dude. Holy fuck, dude, was this embarrassing. Then I saw this today, and this is unrelated. He apparently just titled a video this, almost getting evicted over Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Full reaction. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? This is certified not good. This is wow. Oh boy. So Bowblax then announced that he's quitting Mayo Monkey. I'm sorry, guys. This is. I know you're getting like you're getting blasted with information right now. Mayo Monkey season 2025 is over. Bowblax has quit his YouTube channel. Guy, in the wake of the fact that he's apparently getting evicted, he's decided to quit streaming. Life seems to come at you. It's the year of the Mayo Monkey. I agree. I agree. And if you're wondering what he's been up to recently prior to quitting, I don't know if you know this, but me and Augie and Smaggle Daggle streamed a live reaction to the Switch announcement, right? And Bowblax also recorded his own reaction. I don't think he streamed it. It seems like in these clips he's interacting with like Nintendo's chat, not his chat. But if there was an eagle-eyed viewer here who really wanted to recreate After Hours, they could splice Bowblax's reaction into our reaction, and you could create like a RFC Switch 2 thing. I think that's extremely cringe, but I think it's funny as a concept that someone could go out of their way to bring the team back together. But this is what Bowblax was doing in the morning of Nintendo. This is like the day before everything kind of broke.
Yes, new shit. GameCube.
You can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
GameCube.
Please take a look at this.
It's finally after years. Dude, fucking yes, give me a
Nintendo
game.
Switch Online Plus expansion will be getting a new plastic game library exclusive.
Why is he yelling like he can't be loud? This is like deranged.
To Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo game.
I'm sorry. I feel like I like Pokemon less after watching this video. I think that there's a reckoning coming for Nintendo adults.
Originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch.
Slimy Weasley
A
fuck.
Legend of Zelda game
I
that
wish I
looks
had
like a
2,000
cartoon
for you,
come
but
to
I only
life
have
through
100.
cel-shading.
So you can also buy the Mayo Monkey channel.
Thank you.
In the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The
Yes!
Legend of Zelda, The Wind
Best
Waker.
Nintendo games. Are you
Transcending
kidding me?
history and the world. A tale of soul.
Dude, nobody likes Chibi Robo this much, dude. Nobody on the planet Earth wants to play Pokemon Coliseum as bad as this guy.
Words eternally retold.
Dude, the Mario Party's online!
Fighting game,
Dude, the
each
GameCube
fighter comes
Mario
equipped with a
Party!
different weapon.
Bro.
And Link from the Legend
Bro.
of Zelda series enters
With
the
the
fray.
face cam?
Soul Calibur
Yeah, Nintendo adults have one of two paths. They can become Scott the Woz, great, successful, entertaining, or Bowblax. None of the above.
2.
Oh my god.
Experience a world of white
Yeah!
knuckle racing
I just saw
and
Keffel.
over
Dude, all of
2,000
F-Zero on
kilometers per
Switch.
hour.
Nicholas DeOrio.
30
Keffels
machines will
appreciated
put a
the
shot
Yes!
in death-defying
You see, you just said Pokemon in that donation, and it has really made me think, and I don't know if anyone else agrees with this, but I'm thinking that there's a problem, and I think this is Pokemon's fault. Run with me on this one, right? Who are the two most schizophrenic people you know online? Okay? Shelbo and Bowblax. Bowblax is like the white Shelbo. All right? Both of these people hyper obsessed with Pokemon. Both of these people mentally disabled. Both of these people likely homeless. Both of these people are like slaves to their online social media career, right? Like, I mean, I'm just
I
saying.
just saw Keffel's tweet.
And I think that the connective
Keffels
tissue
appreciated the shout-out.
is Pokemon. I don't know if it's her pheromones that are causing this. I don't know if it's her aura. I don't know if it's her Riz. Something
What's the name of
has
the guy
happened.
from Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Something has happened, and Pokemon is always at the center of it. And I cannot figure out what exactly happened. I just know that Pokemon has done something. Pokemon has either made a deal with the devil. Okay, maybe that's it. The devil, okay, might have some hand in this. But whatever's happening here, I'm telling you right now, it's not human.
races.
Oh my god.
Featuring the series
Metroid
first
Prime
machine
2 and 3?
customization and story mode. Get
Or
ready
well,
to
not 3,
experience
because
F-Zero
Wii,
GX.
but
In
unless
games that
they're
support
actually
multiplayer,
adding Wii
up to
2?
4 can play together locally.
or Wii as
Or
well.
online.
Wii 2. That's what they should have called the Wii U.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases.
Yes.
You can also check the controls for each
Just
title.
like
right, so-
Sunshine.
Your liking.
All right, so just to recap, Bowblax has posted his medical records in response to a viral YouTube video. Bowblax's channel views are so far down that his 1 out of 10 is equivalent to a 10 out of 10 on this streaming channel. Okay?
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
He's
Keffels appreciated the
Bowblax.
shout-out.
Not only is he now allegedly
Christians
homeless,
is an African name. Bowblax is part black.
not only is Bowblax allegedly becoming homeless, but he's also quit his streaming YouTube career. Okay? It really can't get much worse than this. But it kind of has. Okay, this is a violently fucking insane thumbnail. Do you remember this clip? This is a clip that I sent to Augie to review on his stream.
Why did the plushie fail? Because the
Remember the
demand
plushie?
was a lot lower than I
Bowblax made a plushie. We told him it was going to fail. Ultimately, it failed, and it was embarrassing. Remember that? Listen to this.
thought, and I didn't like make videos during it, and like it didn't promote it outside of the like mention of it at the end of the Twitter versus Luigi video.
Look at Mina in the chat, still naive. Is this a humiliation ritual? I don't understand why you do this.
Oh, you too. Yeah.
I'm just like, why are you live? I don't get it.
What is wrong with you? You were
Like,
right
I was
though.
really,
You were
like,
right. This was a humiliation ritual.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Stressed about it, like I had it ready, like because I started playing.
And that's the one thing he denies still, too. He can't say he has a humiliation fetish.
He does. He objectively does.
But he can't.
Because not.
Yeah.
Why?
I love the sound bites. And
Okay, here. Now they're talking about
Is this
H3H3,
really
right? H3H3.
it's the H3 soundbite thing, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, Bobby, I love the sound bites," and like I almost won, like I got like second place or whatever. So I just thought, like, hey, like maybe this could just be something that might get funded through them, or maybe not, but at least it's out there, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I just posted it, and I don't know, maybe that's unfair to like some of you guys who really wanted the plush.
So this is one of two clips where Bowblax insinuates that he was trying to use Ethan's audience to sell these fucking action figure plush things, or not action figures. Sorry, they don't articulate, but these stupid Bowblax like fucking bearded plushies. Okay. The earlier clip that I'd heard that I can't find off the top of my head was him saying, like, I really hope that, like this pulls through with Ethan. Now, if you guys don't know, he brought AB, a plushie, to be in the background of the H3 podcast. Bowblax was banking on the fact that Ethan would, like, do a meme and like sell his plushie again. And it didn't happen, and it was embarrassing. But that's where we kind of thought it started and ended. Like, it was just like a pathetic grift. So anyways, they found his private Reddit account. Of course, because of course they did. Of course they did. Obviously, the guy who has alternate accounts or whatever has another alternate account. But this thread puts a very compelling argument together that Bowblax has been astroturfing himself to the H3 subreddit for quite a while. And it is really fucking embarrassing. This is some peak embarrassment bullshit. And I think this is confirmed to be Bowblax before we even get started. Bowblax likes archiving things, and I do too. I recently found a sus Reddit account that only has public posts about Bowblax on r/H3H3 Productions. Looking at the archived Reddit history, I do believe that Stone Dagger is Bowblax. So we knew he had a giant horse cock account and shit, right? Thank you so much for the gifted. But just finished recording Twitter versus Carl Jobst Part 1. Hopefully I can finish editing it before the switch to direct tomorrow morning. This video has been so much fun to make. Archiving stuff like this is what I live for, right? And then we see some archive stuff here on this Stone Dagger account. These things are, Ethan has refunded the Bobby plushies 2 years ago. This is the first wave of plushies. He posted on the H3H3 subreddit a 1,000 upvoted post himself to announce that Ethan refunded his plushies, okay? Now we've got, Bowblax made a video last night going over everything that happened, giving extra context as to what happened, all right? Bowblax likes the content nuke. This is active in February. Yeah, like he's still astroturfing himself now in H3H3's community. Another one, Bobby owns Keem for posting fake news about her. I knew that if anyone referred to Bowblax as her, it would be by accident. I feel vindicated here. That's not to say that that's like, oh, you shouldn't do that, or oh, I'm against doing that. But I feel like no one's going to accidentally call Bowblax her. And I feel vindicated knowing that this is Bowblax posting this. Okay, that's from another segment. You might have already seen it. As part of the link to the Reddit is still live, probably will get deleted soon, but as of now, everyone can see the account was only made on July 25th, 2016. Okay, so this account is 9 years old. All right, it's a banana aficionado. All right, if that means anything to you. I will provide archive links at the end of this thread, and I will construct a timeline of these posts with screenshots. On the day the account was made, Stone Dagger posted this about the Trashy Trio. If you guys don't know what the Trashy Trio is, it is the little known podcast of Bowblax and his friends from high school. This is obvious. Like, that's all I needed to know. Nobody has seen, and nobody knows Trashy Trio outside of Bowblax. And even that like one video where they were saying they were bullying that like disabled kid or something. I forgot who they were. Yeah. Okay. First post. I found a new Let's Play channel recently called The Trashy Trio, and they are so funny, very unfiltered / genuine. They remind me a lot of Game Grumps. Fine, we all do a little weird social climbing when we first get on. But Bowblax 8 years ago was like, wow, I love this group. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to disclose that I am one of the trio, but I feel like we're a lot like the Game Grumps. Okay, it gets worse from here. Stone Dagger posted a Bowblax video on r/League of Legends in 2016, a video that has 460 views. Downs Darius. Uh-oh. This Darius. League of Legends by Stone Dagger. So they posted a random... They've been watching Bowblax since the very beginning. Okay, a 450 view League video. Okay. All right, another compelling argument. Once again, Stone Dagger has published a Bowblax video via Reddit comments on September 17th, 2017. This Reddit comment was made the same day the video was posted. Here we go. So what's going on? Summary. Here's a full recap with all the clips of Ethan and Keem talking shit to each other. Here's a recap I found of all. Remember when Syndicate's like, hey, I found this new awesome website? So this was Bobby starting to self-promote in r/H3H3 not 4 years ago, not 5 years ago, not 6 years ago, 8 years ago. 8 years ago, he started self-promoting in the H3H3 subreddit. Stone Dagger posted a Bowblax video in r/videos in 2019. This is after we met. This is like, I knew him at this point. And this video that he made, Keemstar Docs Just Destiny, a conversation with Keemstar, was in relation and posted around the time where we were doing the Keemstar exposed videos around March. Right, so that's about the time we're seeing here. Okay. So that's another one. Keemstar Docs Just Destiny. This gets posted. The Storm Dagger account was inactive for 3 years until 2022 when they posted on, you guessed it, r/H3H3 Productions, breaking the news that Ethan refunded the Bowblax plushies. Stone Dagger also posted a comment linking Bowblax's video about the topic. So now it's like, oh no, guys, Ethan refunded all the Bowbie plushes. Ethan has refunded the Bowbie plushes. He made a video last night going through everything. Then Stone Dagger posted these comments in 2023. The subreddits are in the following, wait, what? I didn't pre-read the thread. He posted an r/Asian hotties, Asians gone wild, and r/college sluts. It's worth noting, this is the only content that's not related to Bowblax. Am I fuckable enough? No. Would you suck on them? Nah. You write my sociology paper. I'll let you touch me wherever you want. Deal? Way too much work. Pass. He was sitting there laughing his ass off as he typed these. Anyway, Stone Dagger posted this on July 21st, 2024 to r/H3H3 Productions, the same day Bowblax got mad at Turkey Tom's reply to him. Now, we went over this early in the stream. If you're an eagle-eyed viewer, that's why we watched that segment from the video by Internet Anarchist. So then after he got into a fight, this is probably whilst he was arguing with me. I believe this has to be concurrent to like the Destiny stuff, or I'm not really sure. I don't know the dates off the top of my head, but it's all around the same time, right? The commentary community is so annoying. Bowbie was right. No wonder Bowbie is so right-wing. Can't even say people are valid and cool without getting hate from his community. So not only was this guy talking shit to us in private, all right, and like fucking trying to play cool or whatever in public, then he went on Ethan's Reddit and tried to fucking go after us. Yeah, like prior to our falling out, he went on his alt account and tried to rile up Ethan's fans to come fight his battle for him. That was fucking crazy to me when I saw that today. This is like a psyop. This is wild, dude. And by the way, we didn't get into a fight with him for like 2 more months, right? We let him kind of figure his thing out and do his fucking crazy shit. We didn't immediately start fighting in fucking July. You can go back and check the timestamps. Right? This guy was going on trying to rally the troops to come fight us for his fucking battles. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And then this is obviously from the stuff that we've seen. Praise Skibbity or perish, the iconic message. Now, Stone Dagger posted on December 21st, 2024, calling out Keemstar goons trying to sabotage his stupid plushie sales. Keemstar's goons are trying to sabotage Bowbie's sales with multi-hour-long videos. He's trying to get revenge for getting called the cuck online. Now, these were ultimately removed, but he tried. Bowblax tried to post 2 separate times to once again use Ethan's audience. He wanted to get them to buy. He wanted to use Ethan to buy plushies. Then he wanted to use Ethan's audience to attack us. Then he wanted to use Ethan's audience to attack us because he won't buy the plushies. Do you understand what's happening here? Bowblax is astroturfing himself in the H3H3 community, trying to like suckle on to whatever clout he could possibly attach himself to. Like, this is actually fucking embarrassing. Nick, remember the time Ethan said that Bowblax sent him an email thanking him for buying the plushies and talking shit about all of you? Thoughts on that now? I bet it was real. I wish somebody had the clip. I would love to fucking ask Ethan if that was a real thing that he did, but I imagine he doesn't want to get involved in any of this. Once again, Stone Dagger posted to r/H3H3 Productions on January 3rd titled Bowbie Slander, and then he linked an Augie video. So now he's going on there and trying to rally the troops to go after Augie. This is very fucking embarrassing. This is very fucking embarrassing behavior. This is like, dude, you cannot fucking do this shit. Scorned lover type beat, literally. On February 2nd, 2025, and on February 4th, Stone Dagger posted more to H3H3 Productions. Added the screenshots on these posts. Interesting to see the last screenshot was taken 1 minute after the post was posted. Bobby likes the content nuke. Bobby owns Keem for posting fake news about her. Bobby owns Keem, and again, like trying to repost this, and it just keeps, they're getting removed because these are like unrelated to H3H3. Bowblax is literally posting his own shit to try to like drum up any support he can get. This is actually fucking embarrassing. I saw some comments about the Hassan nuke, and oh my god, dude. So I watched it. It was actually better. I was oh god. I imagine caring about appeasing to the Twitch clout jerk more than the death of innocent people. I was also shocked to learn about how anti-Semitic Twitch is internally. Shout out to the people who go deep diving and exposing videos on streamers. There's so much content to sift through, let alone create a script around. Bald YouTuber Keemstar is being accused of riding a dildo on train tracks outside of Buffalo, New York. I wonder why they took this post down. Oh god. And what is this one? Oh, what? Don't need to catfish. Stay mad. Is that one of the posts? Oh, all right. Okay. That was a post that Bowblax willingly made. Wait, 1 minute ago? Oh. Oh no. Okay. Oh boy. All right. And then this is the archives of these posts. But I also think it was notable here that in this screenshot, right? You see this one right here that was posted to the H3 subreddit. Do you see this one thing here? It actually, if you go to any of my tweets, right? And I pull up today's stream one. This is the stream tweet, right? April 3rd, view post engagements, right? That's the view post activity button. But if I click on please delete this, there's no such button, right? That's because I'm currently logged in. So if I go to like the Switch 2 is giving me 3DS vibes, post engagement. If I click on Michael B. the Game Genie, well, that's not there. So when you go and check out the tweets that Bowblax had uploaded, yeah, you got caught. So it's not even an allegation. Bowblax created an alt account in 2016 and has spent the better part of like 5 years, between 5 and 7 years, off and on, trying to suckle clout from the H3 community. And then when he got into drama with us, prior to even falling out with us, he was trying to use Ethan's community to attack us. And then he tried to bank off Ethan for plushie sales, and then he tried to use Ethan's community to like go after us for making fun of his plushie sales, and then he tried to suck up to him in February to try to like get a little bit of clout back from the situation. It's just like super fucking pathetic, bottom dweller, disgusting behavior that's going on here. In fact, I saw it on the subreddit. A couple people posted about it. You want to check it out? Clip Live, that's us. If I can just show you the name of it. If you want to check out our subreddit, this is where it is. Make sure you make a few comments first, because if you got no karma and you're a new Reddit account, it auto filters like the new people, because that's usually where we get brigaded. No way, I can't believe this. A guy who checks notes secretly throbbing horsecock and had a secret Mrs. Man She He account has a secret alt account. I'm aware of the second bit. What's the first bit? A while back, he had a Twitter shitpost account called Throbbing Horsecock. Man She He would never do this. I refuse to believe it. How does he keep embarrassing himself? I suspect any Bobby account of being Bowblax. Just one more post, Bobby. You need one more you're one explanation away from everyone saying, "Oh, I get it now," and welcoming you back with open arms. Don't give up yet, Bowblax. You need to. You don't need to change anything about yourself. You just need to finally make the everyone in the World Wide Web understand that you're coming from or whatever, and they'll realize they're wrong. This reminds me of some shit where like people would gas up Shelbo. It's just so clear how comparable these two situations are. Holy fuck, dude. One more post, Shelbo. She'll marry you. I love the TISM community using their power for good. This is elite A-logging. Typical Bobby account, only using it to talk about himself. You gotta cheat a little bit to try to be clever about it. Holy fuck, dude. Then, that's pretty much the end of the Bobby stuff. These are archives, so you can actually go through and verify all this stuff yourself, just so you know that I'm not like making shit up. DJ Screwdriver posted it all to his Twitter. Shout out to him.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like
Oh, God. Yeah, this is just like, it's pure lolcow behavior. It's very sad what's going on. And speaking of lolcows, I had two little tidbits that I wanted to talk about before we get into our main subject today. Apparently, Ethan Klein and Bad Empanada are in a current dox war. Bad Empanada has declared doxing after Ethan said his name on stream multiple times today, even sent YouTube's legal department an email about it. The only problem is his name can be found everywhere. His fan subreddit doxed him. So Bad Empanada tweeted out, reporting the H3 podcast for doxing. Today, Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast doxed me live by revealing my full name, something I've never released myself. He has maliciously disseminated information obtained illegally by the Argentine far right, who hacked government systems to steal it. It's likely that Ethan Klein directly communicated with them and asked for my docs. It is a clear example of doxing. We are presently filing a complaint with YouTube, as this is a clear violation of YouTube's community guidelines, demanding reporting for doxing and harassment, right? This is obviously the post that they're talking about here, and they're showcasing that, like, this is on his Wikitubia page. Yeah, Bad Empanada. You can literally just Google it. It's right there. And then Ethan posted that Noah's lawyer must be Mike from PA, obviously fake, disgraced guy who took the bar one time. And then Ethan posted more screenshots showcasing how much Bad Empanada really cares about doxing. Enforcing real names on all social media. You don't like it? Don't use it. Anonymity should only be respected for whistleblowers, not random Twitter losers. In the quarantine zone, apparently he said doxing is based. Then he said, honestly, most anonymous internet people are scum trash, and the internet would be a better place if they were more afraid. Then it said, that's what doxing is to most people. Heinous doxers types famous person's name into LinkedIn. Oh, wow. Jesus, that's going to age well. And why is it doxing to say where a public figure works? So, are you sure? Hey, Bad Empanada, are you sure? Where's Omni-Man? Where is he? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is really fucking funny, dude. I'm sorry. This is extremely fucking funny, dude. I cannot believe this is happening right now, but apparently he's like lashing out at individual fans and shit, so I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about this stream, but holy fuck, dude. This fucking Bad Empanada stuff is funny. Yeah, he's an Australian like many Nazis before him, lives in Buenos Aires. Yeah. Oh, God. Wait, is he saying he's going to sue Hassan Piker now?
Everybody that...
I didn't even see this clip yet.
I was going to take this to the next level. Once CPS showed up to my house, this is only the beginning. This is chapter 1. There's many more to come. And by the way, Hassan, if you think I'm done with you, I'm not done with you by it.
Oh, that's not a lawsuit threat. He's making part 2 to the video. That's a confirmation that part 2 is coming.
I'm taking care of...
Which means, guys, Ethan, Hassan, Destiny... Ethan, Hassan, Destiny! Ethan, Hassan, Destiny! There's a Destiny video coming out any day now, too.
Taking the trash out. I'm saving you for my main course, you fucking propagandist, lying scumbag, terrorist supporter, who spends all day lying. It's funny, this narrative, Ethan's obsessed with Hassan, literally spends hours every day on his stream.
I don't understand, dude. I think that Ethan is fucked in the head.
What's the name
Hold
of
on, I have to fucking say something.
Keemstar
Ethan, you need to calm down. You're unhinged, all right? If there's one thing that I've learned from hours of watching Hassan Piker is that we are just one more Bad Empanada video reaction away from saving women and children from getting killed, all right? I think it's fucked up that you are trying to put a stop to this when real freedom fighters out here are watching Bad Empanada videos on Twitch eating a sandwich, okay? Because if there's one thing that stops starving children from dying or fucking women from getting killed in airstrikes, if there's one thing that does that, it's watching another Bad Empanada video over on twitch.tv, okay? What have you been doing? Oh, Hassan this, Hassan that, all right? I've been watching Denims talk about Ethan Klein for like 2 fucking months, all right? And that's the fight that we need to take to Israel. Israel is fucked, all right? And the only way we could stop them is by reacting to YouTube videos. So I think that the fact that you're trying to shut this down and using legal threats, you're going to cause a lot more deaths in the Middle East than you're ready for, buddy. Yeah, guys, the only way we could stop kids from dying is by watching Frogan eat food. Guys, this is the only thing we can do, all right? It's the only option, all right? Going there? No, all right? Raising any more money? Fuck that, all right? We're going to watch Mike from PA. Get ready for the Hassan stream, and you're going to like it, all right? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to canvas over to Frogan's channel and watch your content. That's how I'm going to handle this, all right? I'm going to do more Ethan, Hassan, Destiny. Also... dude, I just want to mention this briefly before we end this segment. I'm a little broken up about the Carl Jobst lawsuit. In my last stream, I was a bit more pro Carl coming away from it. And the more clips I see of this, it just gets sadder and sadder. And it does kind of seem like he misrepresented what the lawsuit was. I think a lot of people have seen my tweet that like my knee-jerk reaction from the first day. But there are just so many bad clips of Carl with the Billy Mitchell lawsuit. I think that if you're Billy Mitchell right now, I do an interview with Keemstar. But this is a clip from 2024. I can't really make out the date. It appears to be from September. This is September 2024. This is not recent, but somebody has dug this up to prove that I literally guessed, ironically, the actual verdict of the lawsuit. Listen, all right, I'm going to drop a nuclear take right here. I'm rooting for the boy Carl. I love Carl Jobst's content. I love his Billy Mitchell series. All right, but if there was an odds website, okay, I would listen. All right, Again, I can't stress this enough. I'm rooting for Carl Jobst, okay? But if there's anyone who's going to take bets on how this is going to go, I'm going to have to put my money on the funniest possible scenario, and it becomes fucking Billy Mitchell winning again, dude. Dude, if Billy Mitchell wins the Carl Jobst lawsuit, I am going to sell this for $1 gazillion and bring all proceeds to casino. Do you know that when this was actually done, right, I did not even remember filming this segment. Okay. And then this tweet right here that you just saw, the one that you just saw, is attached to me saying I won, saying that the bidding starts at 100 grand. It's a different picture. This is not the same picture as the one I just showed you. I literally had the same idea several months apart, right? This is a real thing that happened. That's literally it, dude. We're all in. We have 2 Billy Mitchell autographs, one of which is Beckett authenticated. All right, we're signed. This is a fucking relic, 100%. Listen, I couldn't believe this when I saw it. It blew my mind that I had said that going into it. Like, I cannot lose. Even when I'm memeing, it turns out that my suggestion is real. Again, the Carl stuff upsets me because, like, I think Carl has done extremely good journalism. For like the last 4 years, this guy has been like the top gaming guy. It just seems like a lot of this Billy Mitchell stuff has tarnished his reputation, and there's really not much I can say. I think some of it's justified, honestly. I don't like posts like this. Turns out Carl Jobst, who just lost his case, also was a pickup artist a few years ago. Dude, there are people calling Carl a Nazi again from some bullshit allegations from like 5 years ago. It's just funny. There is a certain sector of the internet who is rightfully angry that Carl didn't disclose, or in fact potentially misled his audience, maybe with intent. I don't know for a matter of fact, but it's starting to look that way, right? There's a percentage of the audience who is correctly upset about it. There's also a percentage of the audience who's like completionist fans, right? Or like people who don't like him because he's got blonde hair and blue eyes. People who just absolutely hate drama YouTubers, and he's a drama YouTuber in the gaming space. There are a lot of fucking people who've come out of the woodwork to try to like take some cheap shots on this guy. I saw like a whole post about how he's technically responsible for Apollo Legends' suicide because he helped co-write or plan to make a video that Easyscape eventually made that exposed Apollo Legend, that Apollo Legend referenced in his suicide, and then I had to go on fucking Twitter and tell people that Dark Viper AU didn't kill somebody. I'm a little upset that I have to go out of my way to tell everybody, hey, just because some really sad guy who ended up killing himself, which again, terrible tragedy, just because on the way out he tried to take fucking Dark Viper AU with him, doesn't mean it's Dark Viper's fault the guy killed himself. That can happen to fucking anybody who holds anyone accountable online, all right? You don't get to just write somebody's name on a letter and then the internet comes down like a fucking like a fucking hammer to say you're the reason this guy died. All right? I'm sorry. Rip Apollo Legend, gone too soon, all that shit. 100%. I stand by all that stuff. But that doesn't mean Dark Viper AU killed him. Fuck off. Dude, I hate Dark Viper AU. Dark Viper AU hates me. He didn't kill anybody. Fuck that. Platformless retards are often more vitriolic and active. Yeah, again, this is like where I was saying, the people who police, oh, you made this guy fucking kill himself online, are usually the guys who have like survivor's guilt because they watched a YouTube video, maybe the Easyscape video, maybe something Dark Viper said, and then they went out of their way to go fucking harass this guy on all different forms of social media. Then he goes and kills himself, and they're like, why did Dark Viper make me do this? It's just like, dude, I'm sorry. Internet breeds toxicity. Calling out anybody online breeds toxicity. But this could be anybody. This could be me. This could be Kavos. This could be Tommy. This could be Tom. This could be... Dude, I'm sorry. If you call somebody out who did something wrong and they get depressed and shit happens later, that's not your responsibility for doing it. That's just how it works. This isn't me trying to assassinate Apollo's character either. You could literally sub in any YouTube drama ever. Bloodthirsty chatters will self-insert into a drama, then try to hold everyone else accountable. The only way to avoid making anyone depressed ever would be to not criticize someone online for any reason at all. Don't hold them accountable when they're wrong because you don't know their mental state. That will never be reality. So, I don't think this is fucking cool. I don't think fucking going after Carl Jobst saying he's responsible for fucking somebody's suicide because he talked to somebody who made a video that was written in a fucking suicide letter. I mean, we all look at, like, shooter manifestos saying, like, Turkey Tom is the reason. Dude, fucking PewDiePie is the reason I shot up. And everyone's like, oh, that's bullshit. That's just a guy trying to fucking... But then this guy writes it in a fucking suicide note. It's gospel, and that guy killed somebody. Fuck off. Yeah, Turkey Tom made me do it. I don't know. If I ever die of natural causes, say I get like fucking cancer or something, I'm going to write the most insane suicide note ever. I'm going to implicate everybody. All right. That's what I'm going to do. Where is Tom? Tom's in your heart. It's in your soul. Right. Yeah. So that's my stance on that. I hate having to defend Dark Viper, but it makes me fucking sick when people do this. I will say it is kind of ironic that this lawsuit comes about false suicide allegations, I guess is the right way to word it. I will say it's ironic that this is happening during like the hack situation where groups of people are individually targeting individual tournament moderators to fucking harass them personally, their fucking names and shit like that on these lists, and to tell them how much they don't care about mental health. I find it really ironic that this Billy Mitchell lawsuit happened concurrently with like one of the most similar cases that is actively ongoing I've ever seen, dude. Crazy. I gotta see Bowblax's response. Bowblax, who's never, by the way, watched any of my coverage ever, just said that he's responded. What do we got here, dude? Let's see. I think searching for someone's full name on government websites so you can potentially find their personal info and dox it so others can live stream about it for super chats under the guise of being drama news is unethical and wrong, but that's just me. Again, Bowblax's name has been public the entire time, so I don't know why this is an issue. I don't understand. Like, everybody knew Bowblax's name.
Damn, I'm glad I'm Joshua Christiansen, not Joshua Moon.
I think searching for someone's full name on court, like he's not even saying searching someone's full name. It's looking up like a public full name on public documents. And I'm not trying to find their personal info. And I don't think that person was trying to find it either. Bowblax went and confirmed that his mother is suing him. And then people tried to find that and accidentally found the fact that he's getting fucking foreclosed. But I don't know. I don't think that's really a big deal. People were arguing about this with me. People being Augie, I'll be honest with you. I didn't see a real reason to not talk about it. And I think if you check my Twitter, I mean, we were joking about it a little bit. I think that's kind of how things started getting popping off. So I'll even say it's probably my fault we're even talking about it now. Let me see. Yo, Grizzly, thank you. I think that's going to be a KFC in Yemen, yeah.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Here, let me go through this.
I want Nitch to own your house. The more you lose, the more Nitch gains.
Sorry, this is all me arguing with people over the tariffs. We were talking about this yesterday, and I don't remember. No, this is still tariff talk. Yeah, holy shit. That's the thread. Nope, give it time or paid court. No, it's still tariffs. Ethan Ralph said he's going to stream about it.
I just saw
Do you remember when I mocked him for bragging, saying that he was finally able to live on his own, and people said that could never happen? Folks said I was too mean. I guess I was, but it looks like I was also right. LMAO. Here it is. Yeah. Seems like Bobby will be streaming about from the public library. Very cool, Nicholas DeOrio.
Those are saying, yeah, everyone knows. There are court documents, yeah. The bank's foreclosing on Bowblax's house. taking the house.
Jesus. In my defense, Bowblax announced his parents were suing him. I imagine some chatters tried to verify this was accurate. They found the legal matter that Bowblax is involved in next to the public records. This was sent to me a few weeks ago, and I'm honestly not sure why people are hiding it. Like, we don't regularly rip legal documents on stream and scroll through them. This was my argument to Augie, I guess. I was saying, like, I've literally pulled up court documents on stream and scrolled them. Why is it bad to say that, like, Bowblax announced his mother was suing him, and then people found out he was getting foreclosed? I mean, maybe you should just not be
appreciated the shout out.
open with that.
Shameless. Using Bowblax for super chats. Anyways, here's a super chat
Thank
for
you.
Bowblax.
I think the biggest, you know who we should be mad at here? I think the most reasonable person to be mad at here is probably Aiden. Because I think the only reason that we know about the suing his mother part is because Aiden just blurted it out on stream and then Bowblax confirmed it. That's like the most reasonable person to be mad at. Because to be honest, I think Aiden had told me this all the way back then and I'd forgotten it. Remember the pinball stream I did with Godzilla where Aiden called in? He like cut that out of the call and then like lazily announced it. So I think maybe if he's mad at Aiden, I think that's pretty reasonable. But I mean, are we really going to fault people for looking up court records that Bowblax admits existed? And then, like, I'm not really, like, what's the issue here? Why would you confirm all of this information? Yeah, Bowblax continuously confirms, like, ridiculous information about himself and gets surprised when people look it up. Really? Has Bowblax ever read court documents on stream before? Does he have any Twitter verses where he's going through public court records? Arrests are public. They use it to show in the newspaper every week. Nothing you can really do about it. I personally think you should get an actual job. Don't go homeless and it won't be public. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he does. I know he has to have. Literally, all of us have. Like, I know the first one that comes to mind is like the Chris Hansen documents. We literally read Chris Hansen court documents on stream multiple times. We pulled up the Jeffrey Epstein list, I think, last year. I don't think I think we pulled up the Destiny Pixie stuff too. We briefly pulled up the Destiny Pixie stuff on stream as well. I don't know. But again, Bowblax's full name is public. He's publicly discussing this shit. There's really not much for me to feel bad about here. I think that all these guys are super cool with having their little drama news finder people do all this work when things are good, but then when things are not good, suddenly everybody's like a huge piece of shit. Thank you guys so much for watching this Bowblax segment. Of course, this episode is brought to you by Scentbird. Use code DeOrio to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird.